Welcome. Whether you run a business, work in one, or are just starting out, communication is at the heart of everything you do. Today, we're going to break down business correspondence, what it means, why it matters, and the different forms it takes. So, what exactly is business correspondence? Simply put, it is the exchange of information in a written format for the purpose of business activities. It connects individuals, organizations, and institutions formally and professionally. Think of it as the official language of business. Every email you send to a client, every memo circulated within an office, every formal letter to a supplier, these are all forms of business correspondence. It keeps operations smooth, relationships strong, and information clear. Business correspondence has three defining characteristics. It is always in written format. It maintains a professional and formal tone. And it serves an official purpose, whether internal or external to the organization. Now you might wonder, in the age of instant messaging and video calls, why does formal business correspondence still matter? The answer is, more than ever. First, business correspondence creates a permanent record. Every written communication can be stored, retrieved, and referenced. Second, it ensures clarity and accuracy. Written words remove the ambiguity that verbal communication sometimes introduces. Third, it builds and maintains professional relationships. A well-crafted letter or email reflects your organization's credibility and respect. Fourth, written correspondence can serve as legal evidence in disputes or contractual matters. And fifth, business correspondence facilitates decision-making. When information is documented and shared clearly, leaders and teams can make better, faster, and more informed decisions. Now that we understand why business correspondence matters, let's explore the different types. Each type serves a unique purpose and is used in specific situations. Business correspondence falls into several key types. Let's walk through each one so you know exactly when and how to use them. The first type is the business letter. This is the most formal type of business correspondence. It is typically used for external communication between organizations, with clients, government bodies, or suppliers. It follows a strict format and carries significant weight. Next up, emails. The most widely used form of business correspondence today. Emails are faster, more flexible, and can be used for both internal and external communication. They range from casual team updates to formal client proposals. Third, memos, short for memorandums. Memos are strictly internal documents. They are used to communicate policies, announcements, directives, or updates within an organization. They are concise, direct, and action-oriented. Fourth, business reports. These are detailed documents that analyze a situation, event, or performance. Reports provide data-driven insights that help leadership make informed decisions. They can be periodic, like monthly sales reports, or situational, addressing a specific issue. Fifth, circulars. A circular is a notice or announcement sent to a large number of people simultaneously. Think company-wide policy updates, event announcements, or new regulations. The same message goes to everyone at once. And sixth, minutes of meetings. These are the official written records of what was discussed, decided, and assigned during a meeting. They serve as accountability documents, ensuring everyone knows their responsibilities and agreed upon decisions. Here is what this looks like in the real world. A sales manager drafts a formal business letter to a prospective client, outlining service offerings and pricing. This is external correspondence, formal, structured, and representing the entire organization. Or imagine a department head sending a memo to all team members about a change in office timings. No formality of a business letter needed here, just a clear, concise internal notice that gets the message across quickly. Understanding the types is just the beginning. To write effective business correspondence, there are key principles every professional should follow. Let's look at the most important ones. The first three principles are clarity, conciseness, and correctness. Write clearly so the reader understands immediately. Be concise, say what you need to say without unnecessary padding. And always ensure correctness in facts, grammar, spelling, and format. Next, courtesy, completeness, and consistency. Maintain a polite and respectful tone always. Make sure your message is complete, missing information causes delays and confusion. And keep your style, tone, and format consistent throughout. It is also worth distinguishing business correspondence from personal communication. Business correspondence is formal, purposeful, and documented. Personal communication is informal, spontaneous, and typically undocumented. The stakes, tone, and consequences are very different. Business correspondence is also categorized by direction. Internal correspondence flows within the organization, between departments, employees, or management. External correspondence flows outside, to clients, vendors, government agencies, or the public. Technology has transformed how we send and receive business correspondence. Letters have given way to emails, faxes to instant messages, and filing cabinets to cloud storage. But the principles remain the same: clarity, professionalism, and purpose still define great business correspondence. Let's do a quick recap. We covered 6 types of business correspondence: business letters, emails, memos, reports, circulars, and minutes of meetings. Each serves a distinct purpose and plays a vital role in how organizations communicate. Business correspondence is more than just writing, it is the foundation of professional trust. Every letter, email, memo, or report you write tells the world how you think, how you work, and who you are as a professional. Write with clarity, write with purpose, and let your words do the work. Thank you for watching, and keep communicating with confidence.